curiosity is the fuel of your purpose, so you need to take good care of it. The more problems you can solve, the more knowledgeable you get, and that's how you evolve. Data shows how diverse you are, and there's no way other to do that. I don't believe, it's truly math.
Yeah, good morning. Today is Monday, but I have a very exciting guest with us. Matheus wants to improve the world and the quality of life for its citizens. He feels most empowered when he surrounds himself with incredible who work together to build solutions based on ideas and strong will. He helps customers address every opportunity with an innovative lens and the tools to create new, valuable, and more sustainable value. Let's welcome Matheus on 10 Minutes of Hiring Wisdom, where he will tell us about what it's like moving up the social ladder, what he's learned along the way, and what it took to get where he is at right now. Hi, Matheus. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well, Matthew. So, Matthews, my first question for you would be you're very passionate about digital connections and the best practices of innovative and intelligent organizations. Why? Like, what's the purpose behind that? Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah, I think my whole life I wanted to feel like I'm doing the difference and helping the world be better. And at some point of my life, I wanted to be a physician to do that. So I think that if I was, directly interacting with people, I would fulfill my purpose. But then I understood that businesses were a way of doing that and being more scalable and creating new things and giving a power to my creativity. So that's why I understood that the business world in the end is the solution world, let's say, so that's why I put so much passion in my day-to-day job.
And how do you put passion into your day to day job? Because I think a lot of people go to work where they're just going because they have to make means meet. And that makes sense because they have families to feed, they have bills to pay. But how do you find work meaningful? How do you find purpose in work so that you feel like you're more incentivized to go?
Yeah. So first of all, I believe a lot in the power of dreams. So you need to dream of what you can do with your career. So I believe that if you have an ambition, a vision, that is going to help you all the way because you can visualize your purpose. You need to understand what that really means to you, and you need to have a dream to chase it. Then afterward, I also think that you need to be curious, a lot of the time, because things are going to be moving around, changing. And if at some point you say, oh, I'm too tired to think about that or to read that or to talk to that person, you are stopping your curiosity. And that is really dangerous because that will going to affect your purpose, because your curiosity is the fuel of your purpose, so you need to take good care of it. And last but not least, I also think that you need to respect, especially when you consume content, when you read a document, a presentation, you need to respect because someone worked really hard on the other side for doing it. So I think it's really important that you also respect that when you read, check the details, try to understand, appreciate the work of others. That is going to help a lot to boost your passion.
Yeah, I love that. I think all of us are usually jump on the bandwagon that when we're seeing something, we look at it from a critical perspective. Rather than understanding that someone put in so much effort, we're just like, okay, this is missing this. When actually we don't know what the person went through to put all of that information together. So I think having that empathetic element, understanding that every job is as important as yours is something that's super insightful and that showcases your empathy, your personality. So thank you so much for sharing that, Matthias. My next question for you, Matthias, would be is you've spoken a lot about innovation, how it must be embedded in various strategies in every business. Why must innovation be such an important part of every business going forward?
Well, first of all, because the things are changing, and the more we are closer to the future, the faster it is this change. So innovation is going to teach you how to keep up the pace. Innovation in the end is like going to the gym. If you are, to get your body trained and your health good. Innovation is the same thing, but it's for the company. So you are, constantly, with energy and moving. Secondly, because new problems require new ways of thinking. So the more you innovate, the more problems you can solve, the more knowledgeable you get, and that's how you evolve. So by doing innovation, you're also evolving as a company, as a culture. So I truly believe on these two drives.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. And that's very important because I think every time we're going, the time is flying, technology is constantly changing. And if you're not up to date with what's going on in the market, your company will eventually suffer. So thank you for sharing that. Also, Matthias, you've been big on diversity and inclusion. What does diversity and inclusion exactly mean to you? I come from Pakistan, so I come from a very patriarchal country. Came to the US for my undergrad, started working here, and it's just been very empowering because as a woman back home, it's hard to move abroad alone on your own. So we'd love to understand, what does diversity and inclusion mean to you? How do you promote diversity and inclusion in your company currently?
Yeah. So diversity and inclusion means how evolved you are as a human being, so that you understand that there are differences in the world, and you don't make a bigger deal of it. You just embrace them and make sure they are part of your organism, let's say. Diversity is regarding data. So I mean, data shows how diverse you are, and there's no way other to do that. I don't believe, it's truly math. Whereas inclusion is mindset. It's how you are practical, the decisions you make, how you take other differences into consideration, and that you watch out. So in my job, a part of being a DNI leader, I always try to show that DNI, it's good for the business. Makes our people be better.
Okay, no, thank you so much for sharing that. I would also love to understand, Matthias, what are some of the policies that you might have within your company, if it's okay sharing, that you promote diversity and inclusion within your company?
Yeah, my company recently published the DNI, the Diversity and Inclusion Report, where we are publicly reporting, the again, data, the amounts of people that we have per gender, per race, the distribution in geographies. Being a company that is global, there are many ways to approach it, country by country. We also have very nice benefits, which are also part of having a DNI mindset, to ensuring that the fathers and the mothers, they have a great time to receive their beloved ones, and yeah, we try to combine like the workforce DNI with also the customer and ecosystem approach for DNI. So we ensure that this is not only being talked internally, but is also happening externally at the same time. So yeah.
I love that. No, no, I will definitely go ahead and go through the report. I did go through some of the numbers, and I did see that SAP is doing a wonderful job in ensuring that you guys represent a holistic overview of bringing together different cultures, different genders, and ensuring that each and every candidate is judged based on the value that they provide to the company as opposed to where they come from. So that's absolutely wonderful. Last question, Matthias. What is your company culture like? A lot of companies these days are focused on purpose. How does your company, SAP specifically, ensure that the people that come and work for them are in it for the long run, in it
Yeah.
for the mission that they promote?
Yeah, of course, we are also in line with purpose. That's how we run businesses. For a long time. Also, we had a very special way of taking care of people as well, with our benefits, with our compensation, with the way we promote them and invest in their internal learnings. In fact, we have one big organization unit, only to ensure that we are getting the most of it. But we don't stop there. We also do the same for the society. So we act a lot in what we can offer for them, and also with sustainability for the environment and the economics. So we know the size of the responsibility that we have as a company, and we value a lot that our people are behind the responsibility. So we value them, respect them a lot. We empower them so that they can do the best in what is in line with our mindset.
Okay. Well, Matthias, our time is up. It was a pleasure learning about you, about your wonderful journey, about how your mom raised two wonderful sons, how far they come, how they're passionate about making a difference. It's one thing living for yourself, but it's another thing to live your life for others, making sure that you're making a difference in this world, just because I think everyone's so busy running in the race of life when they forget that they should take a step back look at what impact that they can make in other people's lives, and just be grateful of how far they've come. You're definitely one of the inspiring people who are making that difference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manal, and wish you a lot of success. And see you next time.
Thank you.